Hello, 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 and welcome back to Rainbow Tarot. I am Kia, and I'm so happy to be here with you guys. This is going to be a general reading for the month of October for the astrological sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. This is a general collective reading, so the message may or may not resonate with you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If it does happen to resonate with you, please do like, comment, share, subscribe. I would love to hear your story and how it resonated. Sagittarius, pretty much in my pre-shuffle and prayer for you, I got a couple messages and a very interesting energy. When I first went into prayer, I felt as though like I was lifting up, like I had the energetic sensation of lifting, even though I was seated here in my chair. But I had like that sensation of lifting, like I was elevating. And I believe, Sagittarius, that there's some of you in the collective that are elevating to the next level of your lives, your spiritual path, your career, just growing, rising to a new vibration in life. Is what I'm feeling for you, Sagittarius. Well, I was also in prayer. I got a visualization of this book opening, like a leather-bound book, and just a golden light was just beaming from out of it, just like emanating around the book and from out of it. And like from behind the book, I could see like this vintage style vanity. It was just like a wooden vanity, and there was a candle sitting on the side, a white candle, and you could tell it had been burning for a while. And then there was just like this large mirror on the vanity. And what I heard from Spirit is that the reflection there was actually the reflection of you, Sagittarius, in the mirror. And so what I believe, especially with that book, I feel that there's many of you in the collective that are in the process of writing your own story. And this doesn't have to be literal. It can be literal. You could very well be writing a story, but I believe that this is walking your path and writing your story through action and how you go into life and what you're doing to progress in life, Sagittarius. I also felt like for some of you, there could be some anxiety, possibly about making this new step or, going through this elevation. I feel like you're probably conscious of it, and the idea of rising up into this new vibration may kind of have you kind of hesitant or anxious or unsure. Because when we rise to a different vibration, anything that doesn't meet that vibration with you will start falling off because it's no longer on your level, whether it's people, things, situations, could be job, could be whatever. Anything that's not on that level as you will start to, drop off. And that can be, a little scary sometimes, So, let's get into the tarot and see what other clarity I can get for you guys. Holy Spirit, what messages do we have for the collective sign of Sagittarius for the month of October 2019? What messages do we have for the collective sign of Sagittarius for the month of October 2019? Crowning energy, please. Crowning energy. Crowning energy, please. Woo. We have the World card. So the end of cycles and beginning of new. Heart of the situation. Heart of the situation for the month of October for Sagittarius. Cards. 10 of coins for the collective sign of Sagittarius here at the heart of the situation for the month of October. What energy of the recent past is most affecting Sagittarius in the month of October? What energy of the recent past is most affecting Sagittarius in the month of October? Queen of Swords. What's the most likely outcome of the situation? What is the most likely outcome of the situation? The Lover's card. What energy is grounding Sagittarius in the month of October? What energy is grounding Sagittarius in the month of October? What energy are they grounded in? Okay. Okay, so we had 2 cards come out, and I'm going to take them both. We got the Fool card and the Three of Swords. For your grounding energy in the month of October. What's funny about this is that the Fool card wanted to pop out while I was doing my pre-shuffle. And it has made its way back up again, and we will clarify that a little more. It is your grounding energy, so I feel like some of you guys may be on the fence about taking a new leap of faith of some sort, but again, I will clarify that. So, Sagittarius, we have the World card in your crowning energy. What is on your mind, what you are consciously aware of, what you're picking up on intuitively, is the World card here. So for whoever this reading resonates, you're in a place where you already know that you're at the end of a cycle. Like, even though it may not currently feel like it, it still feels like, you know, you still have a ways to go, but somewhere within, you know, there's a knowing that you're at the end of this cycle. And this card confirms that you're coming to, this cycle is coming to a close, and you're about to embark on another journey that's going to take you up this road. For the heart of the situation of for the month of October, Sagittarius, is the Ten of Coins. This is about having everything you need, a happy home life, abundance, whether it's financially, just things that are tangible in your life. There's not a want. You don't have a want. You have everything you need and desire. It's like a field of roses, for instance, because in this particular deck, it's 10 roses, but which is great because I feel like in your heart and home in October, you're going to find a place of happiness and balance and wealth, whatever that means for you, Sagittarius, which I will clarify. So, in the energy of the recent past that's most affecting you in October, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this could be an Aquarius, does not have to be, or an air sign. So, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, does not have to be. But the Queen of Swords, a lot of times, people will say it's like the Aquarius energy because she's pretty no-nonsense, very head over heart, not afraid to cut out anybody, you know, that's not coming at her right. Sometimes she can be a bit sharp-tongued and cold, or come across as cold. But I feel for you, either Sagittarius, this could have very well been someone in your life, but what I'm feeling, Sagittarius, is that this energy is the energy that you, even though you're a fire sign, were encompassing in the recent past. I feel like you were in a place where you were very head over heart. You were all in your head. And it may have caused things to maybe become unbalanced. I feel like you were in a place where you just were holding that sword up, you know, and just determined not to be seized by your emotions. And so much so, I just feel like that you were just really on guard. Like, in this deck, you have the sword here, and it's just like, it's surrounded by water, and it's just like the water is rippling. So it's like you're seated in this head over heart energy, like you're determined not to acknowledge these emotions that are surrounding you. You're determined not to, but still you're surrounded in them. Like, yeah, still you're surrounded in them. But I just feel like you were determined not to acknowledge that, or you were denying yourself the opportunity to acknowledge that and treat it with compassion and let it flow. Instead, you were coming at it kind of in that Queen of Swords energy. So, in the near future, we have the Lover's card. So, the Lover's card can talk about a romantic relationship with someone. The Lover's card also talks about having to make difficult choices within relationships, Sagittarius. But one thing that I think is sometimes forgotten is that the Lover's card can also refer to the love and acceptance, the yin and the yang within ourselves, and finding that unity and balance within ourselves, that harmony and balance within ourselves, connecting the masculine side of ourselves with the feminine side of ourselves so that we can be full and balanced within as well. In the near future, Sagittarius, coming out of October, I feel like you're going to be a lot more balanced within. And I feel like because of this, it's going to ripple over into your relationships as well. Your relationships, I feel, are just going to be a lot more balanced, a lot more a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Harmonious. That's the word. A lot more harmonious. Is that even proper grammar? More harmonious. Your relationships are going to be more harmonious because you're going to be harmonious within, and it's going to spill over into your other relationships. Sorry, I don't know why that was so difficult for me to get out, but yes. So I believe in the near future, like coming out of October, like towards the end of October into November, you're going to be in this lover's energy. And it's going to help you strengthen all of your relationships, whether it's romantic, whether it's family, whether it's friends. You're going to come out of this a lot stronger and a lot more balanced. So the energy that you're going to be grounded in October is the Fool card and the Three of Swords, Sagittarius. So the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak and pain and just hurt, you know. In this particular card, it's like a fist and it has like three blades going through it. I know, just a tad bit, you know, gruesome, but it I'm hearing your hands are tied. Yes, Sagittarius, I'm hearing your hands are tied. There was a reason why I was led to use this deck. I mean, the imagery is gorgeous and it's a lot different than the traditional decks too. But like these hands are just like, you know, locked together by these blades, by this pain. I feel like Sagittarius, there's some of you that's seated in this energy that your hands are tied, that you're stuck. Like there's this part of you that wants to be the fool, that wants to take the leap of faith, that wants to chase this light that's calling them, this spark within them. They want to explore it and find out more about it. But I feel like you're also conflicted because you're stuck in this energy of not being able to move. Like your hands are tied. And this could be because of a past situation that may have hurt you and have you questioning things and have you feeling like you can't move forward. But Sagittarius, it's going to be very important that you start to work through these emotions. This isn't something that's going to be able to be handled in this Queen of Swords energy. You're going to have to come out of it. You're going to have to take the time to acknowledge your emotions and what you're feeling. You're going to have to. You're going to have to allow it the opportunity to flow through you, to treat it with compassion. Because this energy of the Fool card is there for a reason. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to chase that spark. To take that leap of faith into whatever venture that you're feeling led to go on, to take. This to me is confirmation, Sagittarius, that it is time for you to move into that Fool energy, to move into that excitement and wanting to explore and going to that next level. So let's get some clarifiers here. I am curious about the World card. Holy Spirit, can I get some clarity here on the World card for Sagittarius for the month of October 2019? Can I get a clarifier for this? Oh, okay. Alright, Ten of Swords landed on the side, so usually I count that as a reversal. Ten of Swords. So, end of a cycle. Great. This couldn't be any better for you, Sagittarius. The pain and I guess I even want to, I'm hearing death of the ego. But this pain, this Ten of Swords energy, where you just have been beat down and beat down and beat down and beat down, is coming to an end. It's here clarifying the World card. And the World card is all about the end of cycles. So this journey that you've been going on, this current cycle of pain and anguish and just feeling as though you can't, you're just exhausted, and it's been a long journey. But with the Ten of Swords here in reverse, this tells me that that cycle is coming to an end for you, Sagittarius. You are moving out of this energy of pain and hurt and despair and moving up to that next level, and that is so awesome. The other card that came out was the Page of Wands, which, this is great. This is great. Let me tell you why this is great, Sagittarius. Because the World card is about endings of cycles, of one cycle, and the beginning of a new one. And you're coming out of this Ten of Swords energy, which is absolutely awesome, and you are moving in to this Page of Wands energy, this match, this flame. There's this flame within you that's been lit, and you can feel it, and you know it's there, and you're just ready. You're ready to just explore it and take the world by storm. And yes, right now it's just a tiny match, but that match will burn brighter into a massive fire within you, and it will fuel you forward into moving and elevating to this next level that you want to get to, that you know you're being called to. The match has been lit, and with the World card here, you are moving into this cycle with the Page of Wands. Beautiful. That passion, that fire within you, it's there. It's churning, and it's just ready to come out. It's so exciting. Like, I just feel so excited. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. So, at the heart of the reading, Sagittarius, we have the Ten of Coins. Whoop. And I'm going to clarify that for you here. Ten of Coins here for Sagittarius. Not the Ten of... Whoop. Well, we just keep going and going here. Alright, so we had two cards come out here for you, Sagittarius, as far as the heart of the situation, which you got the Ten of Coins. Again, there's a lot of movement going on with you in the month of October. You got the Hermit card, and you got the Eight of Cups. So I'm going to talk about this Hermit card first, okay? Let's talk about it a little bit, because I feel like this is directly connected to this Page of Wands here. You see that lantern inside of the tree? That lantern is the fire within you. It's burning within you. This situation that's going to lead you to the Ten of Coins, this happy home, this abundance, having everything you need, is going to come from you taking the time to go within, Sagittarius, to reflect on what you've been through up until this point. It's going to give you the opportunity to step out of everything that you've gone through, step away from the distractions, even if that means your own mind, and taking the time to set that ego aside, those fears, those hesitations, those self-sabotaging thoughts, and just breathe and recognize everything that you've gone through up to this point and why it has brought you here. What have you learned? What can you take away from what you've been through? Because to me, the Hermit is like that character that has just experienced the world. He's old, but he's wise, and he's wise because he's taken every lesson, every hardship, every happy memory to heart, and pulled and developed knowledge. And because of this, he can also write and share his story and his wisdom with others, which is absolutely beautiful. And once you come out of this hermit mode, after taking the time to reflect on what you've been going through and just soaking it all in, it's going to be time to take that journey. Finding courage within to walk away from all of the things that are no longer serving you, all of the things that are holding you back. Sagittarius, it's time for you to take that walk. Which can be a scary thing because it's taken you all of this time up until now to get these 8 cups. And you're probably like, well, it's taken me years to get these 8 cups, but now you're telling me that I need to leave the 8 cups behind and go move towards something that I don't even know, that's not sure, that's in the unknown. Yes, yes, yes. Spirit is calling for you to do that, to leave them behind because you don't need them anymore. They were great, but they're not going to fulfill you for long because you're still rising. You're still elevating. You still have that 9th cup, that 10th cup that you still have to get, Sagittarius. The 8 of Cups is not going to sustain you for long, which may be why you feel like your hands are tied, or you feel stagnant, or you feel like you're not moving. But you have to take the first step into leaving those cups behind. Take that wisdom that you've learned up until this point, carry it with you, let it give you strength and courage to move on into this next chapter of your life, because it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I feel it in my bones. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So, 5 of Coins. Wanted to flip out before I could clarify anything, so let me see what I get from this for you guys. So in this deck, the 5 of Coins is like a flower and it's losing petals. In the traditional Rider-Waite, it's like there's a woman out in the cold, and there's 5 coins or pentacles in like a window, and the card basically talks about loss or feeling left out in the cold, you know. But in this card, with the petals falling, I feel like there may be some of you within the collective, Sagittarius, that feel like you're at a loss right now for some reason or another. You may feel like you're losing out. You may feel like you're missing out. on something. Some of you may have experienced a loss. However, I feel like this is a message from Spirit to ensure you that your loss has not been for naught. It was not for nothing. There's always a reason and a season. And you are not alone in this. Some of you may have felt like you've been left out in the cold by the divine. And I feel that the divine is calling for me to tell you that you are not alone. You have not been abandoned on this journey. It may have felt like, or it may have been a lonely road for you. I don't know where you guys have been or where you're going. But Spirit is calling for you to know right now in this moment that you are not alone. I don't know who this is for, but you are not alone. And whatever you feel like you have lost, or that you have a lack of, because some of you may feel like you have a lack of something, whether it's resources, whether it's finances, whether it's love, what have you. Spirit is saying what you have sacrificed will be returned to you. What you feel like you have lost or that you are lacking in will not have been in vain, and it will be replaced by something much better and richer. And I feel like that's a specific message for someone, which is absolutely beautiful. So, we're going to clarify the Lover's card for the near future, most likely outcome of the situation here. So, can you clarify the... Well... Yes, guys, yes, the sun, oh my gosh, Gemini also got the sun card. Y'all are on point here. Like, things are changing, things are shifting all around us, and I feel like a lot of us are coming into our happiness, our payment for the hard work that we've been putting in, you know. It's beautiful. And notice that the light is in their hands. Like, we're here, you feel like your hands are tied, like you're not going anywhere, you know, like you can't move, you're crippled by this pain, this hurt that you've experienced. But Spirit's telling you right now, the sun is in your hands. Your happiness is in your hands. You have the ability to bring this energy into your life, and it is waiting for you. You just have to take that leap of faith and be willing to elevate to that next level. Just elevate. Just do it. Just do it. Which, I say it like it's easy, but I struggle with this every day. Okay, guys? I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy to step outside your comfort zone. Shoot, being on YouTube is not easy, like, for me. Like, I was like, oh, it would be cool to be able to do that, and at the same time, I'm like, I don't know how people are going to see me or react to me, and then I have to look at myself on camera, which means that I'm going to have to learn how to, oh my gosh, love myself and be okay with how I look and feel good about myself. Oh my gosh. So, yes, happiness is here. It's in your hands. And the Sun card, also in masculine energy, talks about doing and being and living in the moment, which is absolutely beautiful. Combined with the Lover's card, I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, inner harmony all the way. Happiness, balance coming from within you out, radiating outward. So it's healing you, it's helping you, and it's lifting up others, you know, around you. You'll be an inspiration to others through your story, your walk, your talk, and there it is again, your story. Whatever your story is, this book, that book opening up, that golden light shining and emanating. Because your story is going to help someone else. Oh, so awesome. And this is waiting for you. Near future, most likely outcome of the situation in October, Sagittarius, the sun is shining on you. It is shining so bright, and you know where it's starting? Right here. Page of Wands, that lit match within is going to zoom, set you on fire. I'm so excited. Oh, this is so awesome, Sagittarius. This is so awesome. So, whew, that feels so good. It's like so warm, so happy, so good. I'm so happy for you, Sag. Yes. Okay, I'm feeling dorky now. Alright, moving on. What I'm going to do for you, Sagittarius, just like I did for Gemini for the October reading, I'm going to do a simple 3-card advice spread for you guys and see if Spirit has any additional advice or words for you for the month of October. I haven't quite decided whether or not I'm going to be doing weekly readings for the month of October. It's a lot, and I'm still working on building my Reiki practice and things like that too, and I don't want to overwhelm myself. But we'll see how things we'll see how things go. So yeah. What advice do we have for the collective energy of the astrological sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What advice do we have for the collective sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus for the month of October 2019? I'm so excited for you guys. Like, the energy has definitely flowed over to me. Like, honestly, I'm going to tell you guys, I was actually hesitant about doing this reading tonight. I was like, oh, well, I'll do Sagittarius reading tonight. And then by the time I got home, I was kind of in my feelings. I wasn't in the best mood for some personal reasons. I have some things going on, and something was like, no, Kiana, you need to do this reading. I'm really glad I did this reading because your energy is helping to lift me up, and it's beautiful, and I love it. Spirit, what messages do we have? Seven of Cups. Well, they're just hopping all over the place. Page of Coin. Two wanted to hop out, so I'm going to take them. The Knight of Cups came out with the Chariot here. So I see a couple different things here for you, Sagittarius. With the Seven of Cups, some of you guys could be facing some choices. It can be that you're in a place of overwhelm because you feel like there's different options that you have, different directions you could go, different things, situations, energies tugging you in different directions. But I feel that with this being the Seven of Cups, that it's an encouragement to know your options Explore your options. That's what I'm trying to say. Explore your options. If some of you are in a place where you're trying to make an important choice of some sort, I feel that Spirit's calling you to explore your options. Make sure you do your research, follow your intuition, all that good stuff before making an important decision. With the Page of Coins coming up, I just feel like this is calling for you to nurture new growth, to plant that seed. Yeah, it's time for you to plant that seed, Sagittarius, so that it can begin to grow, whatever that seed is to you, whether it's a new hobby, some sort of endeavor, a relationship, career-wise, whatever seed it is that you've been feeling that needs to be planted. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to embark and explore that desire. Knight of Cups with the Chariot. So I'm going to come back to the Knight of Cups for a reason. I'm going to skip over to the Chariot and read it by itself. So the Chariot talks about balanced movement forward. It talks about working smart, not hard. Not fighting against the grain, so to speak. Letting things flow. And I feel like this is calling to this energy of elevation for you, Sagittarius. This moving to the next vibration, the next level. I feel like Spirit is calling for you to not fight it, to just move forward with it. Knight of Cups being here, for some of you, there could very well be somebody that you have an interest in, and you are not sure whether you want to offer up this cup of love, and I feel like it is possibly connected to some past hurts, with the Three of Swords having popped up in the main reading for you, Sagittarius. This Knight of Cups, however, is calling for you to take that action. Again, I am not a professional by any means. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life, but I'm saying with the Knight of Cups showing up, if you have been on the fence about possibly offering love to someone or making a love offer, I feel that Spirit may be calling for you to take a leap of faith into that. But it's going to be important that if you do, make sure it's balanced. Make sure you think over all your options and be aware of wolves in sheep's clothing. Follow your intuition. If it feels right in your heart, that's one thing. If you have hesitancy, take your time to explore all your options and why there's a hesitance there. Make sure that if you decide to move forward in making this love offer, that you do so in a balanced manner. Not strictly with emotion, not strictly from a rational perspective, but finding that happy balance between head and heart. Alright, so Sagittarius, last but not least, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you to finish up the reading. And I don't know why exactly, but I'm feeling led to pull from the Goddess deck I have, which isn't necessarily an oracle deck, but I feel like a Goddess card is going to give you some insight into something, which I had a nudge about it earlier before the reading, but I wasn't so sure whether I was going to do it or not. But I'm feeling led to pull from the Goddess deck. So let's see what messages the Goddesses have for you, Sagittarius, for the month of October 2018. What messages do we have for Sagittarius for the month of 2018? Who wants to come forth here? And for some reason, I just saw a visualization of somebody pointing at me. It was a woman. Like, just pointing at me, which that could very well mean that she was pointing at you, but perhaps to know that you have a goddess within you. For some, that could be for somebody. Alright, let's see here. What do we have for Sagittarius for the month of October 2018? Okay. So, this is the card. And it is the goddess Rhiannon. Rhiannon is the great goddess as worshipped by the Welsh. She is an embodiment of life, death, and rebirth. For in her realm there is no death without regeneration. Her name derives from Regantona, which means great queen. A shapeshifter, she can assume any form she wants. She often appears as a white horse. She is a muse goddess and is accompanied by 3 sweetly singing birds who can revive the dead or put the living to sleep. The source of the king's power derived from Rhiannon, the queen, and a candidate for kinghood met Rhiannon dressed as a stag, a regal figure symbolic of rejuvenation, beauty, and strength and instinctual masculine energy. And in altar myth, she appears as Nimue, or as Vivian, the Lady of the Lake. Rhiannon is a beautiful queen of the night, a reminder of the close balance between death and rebirth. She demands that we honor our instinctual and animal selves as a source of creativity, abundance, and order. I feel like that's perfect for you, Sagittarius. And this is a beautiful card. It's a stag. But I feel this is definitely a time for the ending of something and the rebirth of something new. Most definitely, Sagittarius. So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. Again, if this message resonated with you at all, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I would love to hear your stories. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Rainbow Tarot. I don't have a Facebook yet, but you can find me on Instagram. Link is also at the top of my YouTube page if you're curious. I try to keep up with daily energy readings, but I've gotten a little off track the past weekend or so, but after this weekend, hopefully I'll be picking it back up again and we'll have daily oracle readings. So, again, you can follow me there. And I will see you guys next time, sending you lots of love and light. Bye-bye.